Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Neil and it's time for another movie. We are jumping into Christopher Nolan's Interstellar today. It's weird because I talked about this when I did Tenet a number of months ago, that I am a big Christopher Nolan fan. I loved his early stuff, I loved his Batman trilogy, and yet a number of his films fell through the cracks as far as what I ended up watching over the years, and Interstellar is one of those films. I'm aware of it. I know that it's a space slash science fiction movie, but really it's more about time travel, and I believe it's sort of how that relates to people on a relatively personal level. It's about that quandary. This is my understanding, and I might be completely off. You can probably laugh at me if I'm going off on a completely wrong tangent here. But what I understand is, also laugh at me if I've got the science wrong here. But theoretically, if you start traveling, the faster you travel, especially as you get closer and closer to the speed of light, time is relative. This is Einsteinian physics. And the time that you experience traveling at near light speed is very different than the time spent by people left on Earth. And I think it's much quicker for the traveler than... So if somebody, for instance, gets on a spacecraft on Earth, travels away for 10 years, comes back for 10 years, in their mind, it feels like they've been gone 20 years, but they may have been gone, as far as Earth is concerned, much, much longer if they were traveling at near light speed. And I think that's how it works. And I think this movie is Nolan exploring that idea. How? I really don't know. But I am really looking forward to it. I know Nolan likes messing with your head. He likes playing around with time itself. Very few of his movies have linear chronology. A lot of his movies jump around back from the early days, like Memento, where he kept jumping back in time in 5-minute increments, to very convoluted structures like those in Tenet, for instance. So I'm mentally and psychologically prepared for some of that jumping around in this movie too. What I do know is it's going to be shot really well. It's going to be a very intelligent script, and I'm looking forward to seeing it for the very first time here. So without further ado, let's jump in to Interstellar. I'm always a little weirded out when the opening credits like this are dead quiet to begin with.
Well, my dad was a farmer. Like everybody else back then.
Sorry, Barb. Go back to bed, babe.
I thought you were the ghost.
No such thing as ghosts, babe.
One of the things I really like about Nolan is he just throws you in. He doesn't ease you into a story. He doesn't spell stuff out. You have to figure it out for yourself. And we're definitely getting that sense right off the top again here.
We had acres of corn, but mostly we had dust.
Wow. It's like a modern Dust Bowl.
Was your ghost?
I knocked it off my shelf. Keeps on knocking books off.
No such thing as a ghost, dumbass.
Hey.
You said science is about admitting what we don't know.
Just got you there.
Don't just tell me that you're afraid of some ghost. No, you gotta go further. You gotta record the facts, analyze, get to the how and the why, then present your conclusions.
Deal.
All right.
Well, you be nice to that Miss Hanley. She's single.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Repopulating the Earth. Start pulling your weight, young man.
The Earth needs repopulating. Crops are failing. Do like some John Lithgow, though. But they still got manual trucks.
Whoa! Get in.
Drones? Just straight into the corn. What's so big about the drone? I mean, it looks military.
Air Force drone. Solar cells can power an entire farm.
Okay, so they want the solar cells. So he's trying to crash it.
You almost got it. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Dad!
cliff.
We lost it.
No, we didn't.
So what, he's hijacked it now?
We don't need more engineers. We ran out of food. Maybe your grandkids will get to be
We
engineers.
done here, sir?
No.
Murph is a great kid. She's really bright. Brought this in to show the other students the section on the lunar landings. Federal textbook. We've replaced them with the corrected versions.
Corrected.
Explaining how the Apollo missions were fake to bankrupt the Soviet Union.
What?
We need to teach our kids about this planet, not tales of leaving it.
How'd it go?
I got you suspended.
So the Earth ran out of food. They've given up on technology except as it pertains to farming. What's the new population? Like, how many people have died if the world needs repopulating? And how quickly did that happen? Also, the fact that they no longer advance technology, it's a good way to explain why everything looks like it's current to our timeline. I like that.
I counted the spaces.
Why?
In case the ghost is trying to communicate.
School says you're gonna follow my footsteps. I think that's great.
You think that's great?
You hate Barman, Dad. Grandpa said.
Grandpa said, huh? Let's get out of here.
Jeez. Why keep driving? Just let it blow over, no? Literally no visibility. Well, so that's all the dust on the bookshelf that we saw in that opening scene.
The ghost.
What is that? It's something, but not a ghost the way you think of it.
It's not a ghost. It's gravity.
It's like a UPC code of dust, almost.
It's not Morse, Murph. It's binary. Thick is 1, thin is 0. Coordinates.
But you don't know what you're gonna find.
And that is why I can't take you.
But he's excited. Is she hiding out in the truck?
Hey! What are you doing?
You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me.
Make yourself useful.
What is it? There's no more military.
Step away from the fence! Don't shoot, don't shoot. I'm not armed. My daughter's in the car. Don't be afraid!
NORAD. Are we in Colorado? Is this Stone Mountain or whatever that's known as?
Who are you?
Dr. Brand.
I knew Dr. Brand once. He was a professor.
Lazarus.
Dad!
Raised from the dead.
Professor Brand. We learned these coordinates from an anomaly.
It was gravity.
We're NASA.
The last people to starve will be the first to suffocate. And your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth. We're not meant to save the world. We're meant to leave it.
You sent people out there looking for a new home?
The Lazarus missions. We need a pilot, and this is the mission that you were trained for. But something sent you here. They chose you.
Well, who's they?
What do we know? Of course he's going to take it. It's the curiosity. It's the explorer thing in him.
How long would I be gone?
Out near Saturn. A disturbance of space-time.
Hit a wormhole.
Someone placed it there.
They?
They've put potentially habitable worlds right within our reach.
We sent people into it 10 years ago.
So if we find a home, then what?
There's a plan A and a plan B.
Well, this entire facility is a centrifuge. Some kind of vehicle. A space station?
Both. Plan A. I started working on the theory, and we started building this station.
But you haven't solved it yet.
That's why there's Plan B. Population bomb.
Over 5,000 fertilized eggs.
Yeah, what about the people here? You give up on them? My kids?
That's why plan A is find us a new home. And by the time you return, I will have solved the problem of gravity.
So he's going and coming back. That's crazy. Has he already told her he's doing this? Is that why she's upset? Because he's leaving?
If you're leaving, just go.
Yeah. She's got the barricade up.
Murph, they chose me. You saw it. You're the one who led me to them.
I figured out the message. One word. You know what it is? Stay.
No, I'm coming back.
When?
Ah, Murph.
You have no idea when you're coming back.
No. None.
No idea. Oh!
Don't make me leave like this, Murph. I love you forever, and I'm coming back.
Look after my kids, Donald.
Jeez.
9, 8, 7, 4.
Oh man, this is powerful.
3, 2.
Is it just him, presumably?
There he is.
No.
Mark 1.
Okay. Oh, that was a cool sound effect. So 4 of them and a robot.
Yeah.
We're going to be spending a lot of time together.
We should learn to talk.
Emma not to. Just being honest.
I know Nolan's a sucker for practical whenever possible. I wonder how much time they spent in the Vomit Comet filming some of the zero grav. If you take an airplane and do huge sort of parabolic ups and downs, on all those downs, you can simulate zero gravity for the passengers on board for about a minute or so at a time. And certain features have certainly used that for zero gravity shots in the past. I know they did that for some of Apollo 13. And it's called the Vomit Comet for quite apparent reasons. I love how silent some of these things are that you would otherwise think would make some serious noise. So still. And you realize how much noise depends entirely on air for that noise to pass through. Something to conduct the sound waves. Okay, so this is their home for the journey. So they basically get the centrifuge going and simulate gravity. Right?
Okay, I think we have some Dramamine in the hat pot. I'm just gonna go get that. Might be in the cryo bale. Just be a sec.
Don't want to puke in your suit.
Yeah.
Bring a lot.
Cool looking vessel.
Amelia, be safe. Give my regards to Dr. Mann.
I will, Dad.
2 years to Saturn.
Just to get to Saturn, and then you got to go through the whole.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light.
Michael Caine can make almost anything sound awesome, but when he's reading like Shakespeare soliloquies, and I'm pretty sure that's Shakespeare, like awesome.
So alone.
We have each other. Dr. Mann had it worse.
Oh, so they're going into hypersleep, I guess?
Laura Miller's planet is first.
Just like that.
Wolf Edmonds is here.
None of them had families, huh?
No attachments. My father insisted.
How about man?
Dr. Mann, well, he's remarkable. He's the best of us.
You know, it's interesting that space is, quote, a genre of film, because the diversity of stories you can tell in it are as diverse as the stories you can tell back on Earth. So you can have Star Wars movies, and you can have horror movies like Alien, You can have survival stories like The Martian. And I'm still trying to figure out what this is.
I'm sorry, Coop. I asked Murph to say hi.
But it's fascinating.
She's as stubborn as her old man.
Guys, looks like we'll be approaching the wormhole in about 3 hours.
Man. So this alien race
Hey, Coop.
found Earth from another galaxy,
We're close enough to see it now.
decided to rescue us, gave us gravitational clues to figure out our way there.
There, that's it. That's the wormhole.
Giant leap of faith.
What's a circle in 3 dimensions? Sphere. Exactly. A spherical hole.
Or a cylinder.
Who do we have to thank?
I'm not thanking anybody.
Like piloting through a telescope.
The others made it, right? At least some of them.
It's like they're circling a wall.
Everybody ready to say goodbye to our solar system? To our galaxy. What is that?
It's them.
Distorting space-time.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a good idea at all. And you're through? And I guess those are the 3 worlds.
First handshake.
The planet is much closer to Gargantua than we thought.
Gargantua.
Is the
That's
star.
what we're calling them. The black hole. Miller's and Dr. Mann's planets both orbit it.
Gravity on that planet will slow our clock compared to Earth's drastically.
Well, every hour we spend on that planet will be 7 years back on Earth.
Jeez.
Okay, Plan A does not work if the people on Earth are dead by the time we pull it off.
No, it doesn't. That's why there's a plan B.
So check out the other 2 first, right?
You don't say much, do you?
Torres talks plenty for both of us.
Detach.
Do they ever tell us what TARS and CASE stand for?
There's Miller's planet.
Goodbye, Ranger.
And now they're just taking the Ranger on a quick mission to Miller's planet? So it's just an ocean planet? Or do you just happen to touch down in the middle of the Pacific, basically?
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, time's a wasting.
7 years per hour here. Let's make it count.
That's crazy. 7 years an hour. Like every minute matters. So where's this beacon? What are they doing? Just stepping down into the water? Like is the planet's a foot deep in water? Okay, no, that's land, right?
130% Earth gravity.
Heavy, but not unmanageable.
Nothing here. Should be right here.
Ship's destroyed.
Those aren't mountains.
Those aren't mountains. What are they?
They're waves.
Waves? Get out of there. What?
We need the recorder.
Get out of there. Yeah, that's no good.
Fran Doyle, back to the Ranger now.
We're not leaving without her data.
This isn't good.
Get back here now.
This isn't good at all. Get in. Just like that, he's gone. Yeah, talk about the perfect storm. This is insane. I mean, I'm no extraterrestrial planetary physicist, but on a planet with greater gravity than ours, could you still get waves this big? I guess when you're that close to something as powerful as the black hole, that's going to have massive tidal effect.
On this planet's time, she just landed hours ago.
Right, of course. Brutal. They're home. But
Hello, Rob.
I've waited years.
23 years, 4 months, 8 days.
wow. Little over 3 hours.
We've got years of messages stored.
Play it from the beginning.
Crazy.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, wow.
Your grandpa.
Imagine just like
His name's Jesse.
23 years of
I
life
kinda wanted to call him Cooper.
to catch up on like that.
Oh, Grandpa died last week.
Oh no.
We buried him out in the back 40 next to Mom and Jesse. Lois says that I have to let you go. Bye.
Wow. Well, that's just the cutoff of sound like that. Oh,
Hey, Dad.
look who it is.
You son of a bitch. Today's my birthday. And it's a special one because you once told me that when you came back we might be the same age.
Oh man.
And today I'm the age you were when you left. So it might be a real good time for you to come back.
Oh, now we're with her.
I didn't mean to intrude.
We no longer have the fuel to visit both prospects, so we have to choose.
Jeez, either or.
Yeah, Edmund's letter is better, but Dr. Mann is the one still transmitting. So.
We've no reason to suspect Edmund's data would have soured. Accident is the first building block of evolution, but when you're orbiting a black hole, not enough can happen. It sucks in asteroids and comets, other events which would otherwise reach you.
Well, that's an interesting idea. You need those random occurrences.
We should vote. Well, if we're going to vote, there's something you should know. She's in love with Wolf Edmonds.
Is that true?
Yes. You say that love isn't something we invented. It's...
Some would argue romantic love was invented back in like the 13th, 14th century, though. That marriage used to just be a social contract, a political contract.
Yes. The tiniest possibility of seeing Wolf again excites me. That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
TARS, chart a course for Dr. Mann.
Just because Cooper's the pilot, is he also the commander of the mission? I'm not sure that was made exactly clear.